We sure have come a long way, haven't we? We started this adventure as a child. What was weak? We were pathetic. We only had 3 hearts. But now we've grown into adult. We've become the hero of time. We have so much stuff. We're so strong now. Kind of interesting, the story of this game. How we start out young and weak, and we grew into a big adult. Hey everybody, it's the Mech 14. Welcome back to more of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In the last episode, we cleared the 5 other barriers that were stopping us from, what was it? Oh yes, scaling Ganons Tower. In this episode, we're going to scale Ganons Tower, defeat him, and rescue Princess Zelda. So, let's get playing. Starting things off, we have some fire keys right here. I'm not sure if you're required to kill all of them, but I always like to do so anyways. There we go. Also, I love this organ piece that's playing. Also, these Dinalfos go out like assholes now. There we go. Also, as we get closer to the top of Ganons Tower, you're going to hear that organ piece get a little bit louder each layer we go up. And here, I actually do like to use the ice arrows against the Stalfos. Mainly because you can do that. It's very easy to take them out if you use your ice arrows. However, it can be a little hard to hit them, so be aware. And now we have the boss key chest. Not sure why they bothered putting a chest in here when, well, there's nothing really in this dungeon. We're just going to the top. And there's no branching paths that they could have put the boss key chest on either. So it really is kind of pointless to have a boss key in here. Alright, now we've got some iron knuckles. Now. So just use the same strategy that we had last time. Jump attack, then get back. Also, I do not recommend engaging both of them at the same time. Also, thank you, hearts. Now, you can actually see how much the extra defense. You can see how much of a difference the extra defense makes, because we only took like 2 hearts of damage from an iron knuckle, which, if you remember from the Spirit Temple, did like 6 hearts of damage the first time. So yeah, I do recommend getting the extra defense. It really makes a difference. And we open the... Yeah, that is... The pointlessness of that boss key kind of just is... it's... My point is proven about how pointless that boss key is right here, because we just used it and we're not even in the boss room yet. There are some recovery jars and stuff here should you want some like extra arrows and rupees and stuff before you head up to the top. And do any of these have magic in them? Alright, thank you. So I really do want to have full magic heading up to the top of this, and I think I'm just going to pull out light arrows because I know I'm not going to use my bow at all until we get to the top. But anyways, I think all the other enemies are down. I think we're now heading up to the top. Kind of fitting that this staircase is so long. And now we made it to the top. It's time to face the final boss. The Triforce parts are resonating. They're combining into one again. The two Triforce parts that I could not capture on that day 7 years ago. I didn't expect they would be hidden within you two. And now, finally, all the Triforce parts have gathered here. These toys are too much for you. I command you to return them to me. Link, I can't help you. Because of the waves of darkness, I can't get close. Sorry, Link. The great king of evil, Ganondorf, who can really play the hell out of the organ. Anyway, starting off the fight with Ganondorf. He's going to be flying in the middle of the room, and he's going to shoot this blast at you. You're basically playing tennis with the guy. You have to hit it back at him with your sword. It's actually pretty similar to the fight with Phantom Ganon in the Forest Temple. Anyways, once you win, you try to shoot at him, but you miss completely like I did. If you miss, you just have to do it again. And of course, if it hits you, you will take damage. So, yeah, obviously be careful. Alright, let's hit him this time. You hit him with a light arrow, just get to the center of the platform and chop the hell out of him. And now you can actually do something really funny in this fight. What you can do is you can actually pull out a bottle. You can actually hit him with the bottle. It's really funny, and I know a lot of people have already talked about this like long before me, but I always thought it's so funny how you can actually kill him with a bottle. Alright, he's almost down. You can tell because his cape is not in good condition anymore. Oh yeah, he does have another attack where he'll do that. Oh, dang it. I tried to be all fancy and pull out the bottle mid-attack, but I really shouldn't have done that. Okay, this time I'm going to run from that. Okay, I guess you really can't avoid that. Come on, again! Can I guard that? Okay, no, I can't. I'm not doing very good. Alright, come on. Let's finish him off. Oh, he only needed one more hit. Great evil King Ganondorf, beaten by this kid? Link. I'm pretty sure Ganondorf just threw up there. And that's the end of Ganondorf. Ganondorf, pitiful man. With a strong, righteous mind, he cannot control the power of the gods, and... Link, listen to me. This tower will collapse soon. With his last breath, Ganondorf is trying to crush us in the ruins of the tower. We need to hurry and escape. Please follow me. It's not over yet. We've still got an exciting... Ooh, I've also healed all the way. That was nice of the game to do that. Anyways, we've got an exciting escape the tower sequence after the fight with Ganondorf is over. We have 3 minutes to make it all the way down to the bottom of the tower before it crushes us. Zelda will open the doors with her magic, so we need to follow her. Zelda? Oh, how'd you get back there? Ow. You also have to be careful about the crumbling rubble. Luckily, the rubble doesn't do that much damage as long as you just have the extra hearts. Or not extra hearts, but extra defense, so you don't have to worry too much. Also, Zelda just floated across that gap. She didn't jump at all, she just floated across. Also, I highly recommend you follow Zelda's path exactly because there won't be any rubble there as long as you just stay close to her and follow her path. Oh! That piece of rubble would have definitely damaged me if I wasn't in that cutscene. In this room, we actually have another little, exciting battle sequence thrown into this. Alright, we gotta kill the Stalfos, pretty obvious. Alright, come on, die. There we go. Thank you, Link. Now let's hurry. And you also get, like, I think you get 5 hearts for killing them, so that's a pretty good heart payout. Also, if you look closely, if you looked closely, we were almost down to the bottom, and we still got like half the time left. So I think the time limit on this, it does add a little bit of suspense, but it's also incredibly forgiving. Now. Yeah, I think the next room is like the last room before we escape. Oh, come on, read it! It's the end of the game and I have like 20 hearts and you're still trying to kill me? Ow. Of course, I couldn't escape the tower without getting hit one last time. Yeah, look, we escaped and we still had like almost a minute left, so I think that time limit is a little bit forgiving. A little too forgiving, honestly. Also, we were sure lucky that there wasn't any major damage to the tower that would keep us from escaping, like, after we escaped. It's over. It's finally over. Link, I'm sorry I couldn't help you in the battle before. What was that sound? Well, this doesn't look good. Turns out Ganondorf survived, and he is now in his beast form, Ganon. There's no way he's going to hold me back again. This time, we fight together. Starting off the fight with Ganon. He is giant and scary looking, and we do not have a Master Sword. So we have to find a way to damage him without using the sword. Now, he does a lot of damage, obviously. And if you look at the back, his tail looks to be glowing. So if you roll between his legs and hit his tail, that's his weak point. This part of the fight is really easy if you have the Bigoron sword. However, if you don't have the Ganondorf sword, I just want to show you. I'm not going to use it for the entirety of this phase, but I will show you that you can use the Megaton Hammer. Roll between his legs again. Yeah, I just wanted to show you that you can use the Megaton Hammer if you didn't do the Master Sword quest. Not sure why there were bombs in that pillar that he just described, because we don't really need bombs anymore. But, yeah. And also, one other trait about Ganon. If you shoot him with a light arrow, he'll get stunned, and you can actually roll behind him. I wouldn't recommend doing this a whole lot because you do have a limited amount of magic, and I don't think there's any way to refill your magic in this phase of the fight. So I would recommend doing it sparingly if you really do need it. There we go. Also, he has a lot of health. I'm hitting him a ton with the strongest weapon in the game, and he's not dying. Just hitting him. Alright, so hitting it with a light arrow does do damage, but like I said, I wouldn't recommend doing it too often because the light arrow does consume magic and you don't have a whole lot. There we go, he's down. Link, the Master Sword is here. Hurry up. Alright, we gotta go get it. We've now got the Master Sword back. And because it hasn't been used in a while, I feel like it's only fair to use it in the final phase of this Ganon fight. But now he's back up again, and now he's a little bit tougher to avoid. But not by that much. Like I said, use your light arrows to stun him, and just do that. And I gotta say, this is an absolutely awesome final boss. Like, obviously the fight with Ganondorf was a little bit short, but I absolutely love this final battle. Just having to run in between Ganon's legs, which is a little weird, and constantly having to attack him. He just looks so awesome too. Like, obviously, I just want to show, yeah, he does do 2 hearts of damage if you have the double defense, and he does do 4 hearts if you don't, so be careful. He does hit pretty hard. I love this final boss fight. It's one of my favorite final bosses in all of gaming. And he's down again. I don't think it's as good as the final battle in Majora's Mask, but it is an absolutely incredible final battle, and I've really been looking forward to this. I'm using my power to hold the evil king. You, use your sword to deliver the final blow. Alright, Ganondorf, your time has come. You are dead. 6 stages, now! Ancient creators of Hyrule. Now, open the sealed door and send the evil incarnation of darkness into the void of the evil realm. You! Curse you, Zelda! Curse you, sages! Curse you, Link! Someday, when this seal is broken, that is when I will exterminate your descendants! As long as the Triforce of Power is in my hand. Thank you, Link. Thanks to you, Ganondorf has been sealed inside the evil realm. Thus, peace will once again reign on this world, for a time. All the tragedy that has befallen Hyrule was my doing. I was so young I could not comprehend the consequences of trying to control the sacred realm. And I dragged you into it too. Now it's time for me to make up for my mistakes. You must lay the Master Sword to rest and close the door of time. However, by doing this, the road between times will be closed. Link, give the Ocarina to me. As a sage, I can return you to your original time with it. When peace returns to Hyrule, it will be time for us to say goodbye. Now go home, Link. Regain your lost time. Home, where you're supposed to be. The way you're supposed to be. Thank you, Link. Goodbye. And that was The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. This is one of the best games of all time. I'm pretty sure that goes without saying. But this is also one of my favorites of all time. It's my second favorite Zelda game of all time, right behind Majora's Mask, which was actually the game that follows right after Ocarina of Time, and I have done a Let's Play on that before, in case you were wondering. But this was a really good game. I won't say that it's a perfect game, but there were a lot of aspects about it that were really great. I feel like all the dungeons were really good, even ones that most people don't like Jabba Jabba's Belly and the Water Temple. In fact, if anything, the Shadow Temple is probably my least favorite dungeon in the game, and it was still really well made. And also, the bosses, I feel like the bosses could have been a bit better. Like you were kind of just using an item that you found in the dungeon to counterattack them, but I do still feel like they were really good, especially Volvagia and the final boss. Like, yeah, and the final dungeon could have been better, but I feel like it was also really good. I do like the idea of combining everything that you've done throughout the entire game into one last challenge. But there were a few aspects in this game that I really feel like they should have done a bit better. For example, the side quests. I didn't really like most of the side quests in this game. I mean, I've already made it apparent that I don't like the Big Poe hunt, but I also feel like the Bigoron training sequence could have been a bit better. Like, I feel like the Bigoron sequence shouldn't have been quite as long. Like, I know it wasn't obvious how long it was because we split it across 2 episodes, but if we did it all in 1 episode, it would probably take like half an hour, and I just really didn't want to do that, so I just didn't. But anyways, I also really didn't like the gold Skulltula hunt. I mean, the rewards you got for it were pretty good, but I really didn't feel like it was necessary to go all the way, which is why I didn't go all the way with it. If you're wondering what you get for finding all 100 gold Skulltulas, the reward is pretty much just an infinite source of money, which isn't normally that bad. But in Ocarina of Time, money really doesn't matter that much because you get showered with cash and there really isn't that many good places to spend it. But anyways, other than the side quests, I really liked this game overall. The story was great, the characters were great, the dungeons and level design were all great, the bosses were great, and yeah. I also really like this ending sequence of everyone celebrating at Lon Lon Ranch. Actually, that Running Man sequence is a bit different if you don't give him the bunny hood. If you don't give him the bunny hood, he's just walking, but if you do give it to him, then he's running like he just was. But yeah, this ending is absolutely amazing. I love how everyone's just celebrating at Lon Lon Ranch when the King of Evil was defeated. And pretty much every character we've seen is here. Even characters like Mido and King Zora and the Bigoron. Anyways, I feel like we're getting close to the end of the credits, so it's gonna be time for me to tune out of this game soon. And I don't actually have any bonus content planned for this game. I think we've covered pretty much everything I wanted to cover. And I love this ending sequence with all these sages standing on top of Death Mountain because they really help save the world. Yeah, this was a great game, and I really don't feel like there was much they needed to improve upon. And Link has been returned to a child. now that Navi's fulfilled their purpose of helping Link save Hyrule, it's time for them to dissolve their necessary relationship. Thank you, Nintendo. This is your game after all. And without you, I wouldn't have been able to Let's Play this. And in fact, all my other games, because all my other Let's Plays were on your systems as well. You can see Luigi and Bowser through the window. And with that, this is the end. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time is at its end. I hope you guys enjoyed this series. If you can, like, comment, and subscribe, because that really help out the channel. And with that, I'll see you back next week for another exciting Let's Play. McMaster, out.